It is exactly 2:47 in the morning. Inside a glass-walled office on the 27th floor, a CEO sits entirely paralyzed by fear. Resting on his perfectly organized desk is a crude clay doll. Its eyes are tightly wrapped in a black ribbon, and 3 rusted needles are driven deep into its chest. Anil Malhotra built a massive, highly rational corporate empire through aggressive data and ruthless logic. Yet here he is, cowering before a small lump of dirt. To understand how he got here, we have to look back. For years, Anil's firm, Industries, dominated the city's market with absolute authority. Then, an anomaly appeared in the data. His main rival, Agarwal, suddenly started winning every major project they competed for. Instead of analyzing market dynamics, Anil's logic fractured. He convinced himself that Naman was using the evil eye, Nazar, to artificially sabotage his business. There was zero evidence for this. But the mere thought created a deep vacuum of jealousy, driving Anil to seek out an irrational, dark shortcut to crush his rival preemptively. He ended up in a midnight crematorium, standing before an Aghori Maba to commission a highly specific piece of dark magic. The Aghori took ash straight from a burning pyre and molded it into a doll. He attached a photograph of Naman, sealed its eyes with a black ribbon, and drove 3 rusted needles into the clay. The mechanism of this object acts as a siphon. It is designed to systematically drain the target's good fortune and fill their life with acute misfortune. This diagram represents the exact contract the Aghori laid out. The occult energy vector flows aggressively from caster to target. But the caster must maintain absolute arrogance. If they feel fear, the targeting system violently recalibrates. The outward vector reverses course, ricochets back, and strikes the original sender. At first, the system worked perfectly for him. Naman's supply chains collapsed, his deals vanished, and he suffered a car accident. Meanwhile, Anil's empire aggressively consumed the market. But Anil's subconscious couldn't handle the guilt. He began having severe night terrors, repeatedly seeing a smiling Naman standing in the dark, calmly warning him that a reversal was coming. Then the physical intrusions began. When Anil turned his back, the clay doll on his office desk would subtly shift its position. The facade of absolute arrogance shattered. Anil felt genuine terror, and in doing so, he officially violated the Aghori's golden rule. Which brings us back to 2:47 a.m. The overhead office lights flicker as the magical contract breaks, and the doll's head physically rotates 180 degrees entirely on its own. Trembling, Anil picks up the clay figure. He flips it over to check the photograph pinned to its chest, only to find that Naman's face is gone. The photo is now his own. The architecture of the dark magic did not fail. It performed exactly as programmed. By feeling fear, Anil successfully executed the reversal clause, securely locking the curse onto himself. Over the following months, Anil's ruin occurred with terrifying velocity. Industries declared complete bankruptcy, and the bank seized every personal asset he owned. He was completely stripped of his power, reduced to sitting on a grim city street corner, holding a cheap metal begging bowl. It was there that a shadow fell over him. Anil looked up to see a fully recovered Naman staring down at him. Naman offered a crushing piece of clarity. He had never engaged in dark magic. He had never even harbored a single negative thought toward Anil's business. Anil had been fighting a ghost. The external threat he sacrificed his humanity to destroy never actually existed outside of his own mind. Jealousy operates as the ultimate self-fulfilling prophecy. When you architect a weapon entirely out of your own malice, you inevitably become its primary target.